This video is presented by EA Game Changes. Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. My name is Evan and I'm the administrator of the Sims community website, and today we are gonna explore all the wonders that the acting career has to offer. So yes, the acting career is actually an active job, so if you played with the Sims 4 Get to Work expansion pack, then you are probably familiar with active careers. With the acting career, you are able to go to the studio lot and record actual movies with your Sims and your colleagues. To begin the wonderful journey of the actor career, all you have to do is select find a job on your phone and then select actor. Unlike with previous active careers, with this one you get to choose the agency that you're working for, so this is something that you get immediately after you choose your career, and you can always change your agency by clicking on your phone and selecting the option to change your agency. You get a weekly stipend as an actor, but you need to work your way towards the higher levels of the actor career, so to get to there you have to do auditions and you have to do gigs. To reach gigs, you first have to pass an audition, and each audition actually requires a certain level of a specific skill that is listed on the job user interface. The job interface will tell you everything that your sim needs to do to successfully pass an audition and to successfully complete a gig. So here you can see that for the Salty Suds commercial audition, my sim needs to reach at least the level 2 of the charisma skill. So this is something that's recommended. It doesn't mean that you have to have level skill 2, but you have higher chances of passing the audition if you have at least level 2 of this skill. This is the same case for other types of auditions as well, and if you don't like the audition that you've chosen, you can always trash it and choose another one. You won't be getting all the same auditions all the time, so the list of auditions actually gets changed as you check them out and as you contact your agency from time to time. An hour before the audition, you're gonna get a notification saying that the audition begins in 1 hour. So before it, make sure that you met all of the recommendations so you can successfully pass an audition, and if you did meet all the requirements, then it's almost certain that you're gonna pass the audition. You can skip through the audition process if you have the established name fame perk that you can unlock with the level 3 of fame. Passing the audition means that you have to prepare for your gig, so you're gonna get a certain amount of prep tasks before your acting gig begins. So with it, you usually have to develop on your acting skill and just level it up a bit. It doesn't have to be a complete level up, you just have to perform any interaction that's gonna help you level up the acting skill, or at least progress through it for about an hour. So the same case goes for other skills as well. You won't be met with the same prep tasks for each gig, so each gig actually provides you a different set of requirements and tasks that you need to do before heading to the gig. Of course, you don't have to do all of these tasks, they just help you get a head start when you arrive at the studio venue, so they're just for preparation for your sim and for your progress bar once you reach the studio town. The prep tasks only get harder as you progress through the acting career, but don't worry, because those gigs will pay a lot more and you're gonna have a lot more days in advance to prepare for that gig. When it comes to the first levels of the actor career, you usually get a day or two to prepare for your gig, but as you level up through the actor career, you're gonna notice that you're gonna have a lot more days in advance. So what I've noticed is that it's usually between 3 or 5 days to prepare for your acting gig. When the time comes for your gig, you're gonna be greeted with a message if you want to join your sim and control them at the studio lot, or if you just want to send them alone without your control and input. Of course, you're gonna be able to progress through the career if you send them alone as well, but you won't directly influence on all of their decisions, and you have a lot bigger chance to perform better if you join your sim on the studio lot. The studio lot is a huge venue which features a lot of props, a lot of sims, and a lot of things going on as soon as you approach it. The set will change as you level up through your actor career, and it won't look the same with each gig you get, so it all depends on the gig that you've signed up for. On the top left corner, you're gonna notice all of the interactions and all of the things that you need to do at the studio lot in order to successfully complete your gig. There are 3 different levels, tiers, well, however you want to call them, that you can unlock as you perform through the gigs. You get the bronze, you get the silver, and you get the gold level performance. The higher the performance, the higher amount of simoleons and fame you're gonna get as you complete the event. One thing that I recommend doing before doing the performance is all the little tasks below, so that includes getting into hair and makeup, practicing acting, gossiping with someone on set. So these are just some of the examples. Usually all you have to do is just socialize socialize with Sims around you, get into the appropriate outfits, and practice on your skills. Once again, this isn't something that you really need to do. If you want to save on time, you can just click on the director, greet with him, and start the performance. But if you want to get that gold level, you're gonna have to complete all the tasks before getting into the performance. So the performance is the main thing that you shouldn't be doing right away, as once you complete it, you won't be able to go back and complete the smaller task because the order suggests you to first prepare for the performance and then start the performance. What I've noticed is that the preparation process for the gig fits very well into the gig that you've signed up for, so it's very appropriately themed. So getting into costumes, this was a very fun interaction to observe because my sim was trying on all sorts of outfits. He even got into the hot dog costume, and well, he got to change a lot of costumes before wearing the one that he's supposed to. Objects that you're supposed to interact with and complete the events with are marked with the white outline, which radiates a small glow effect that you can notice from anywhere.
Krez, what's up? Vimpo? Oh, Fatur. Oh.
You're gonna notice a lot of Sims on the studio lot. Most of them are actors, some of them are helping with the production, and a Sim that you should be focusing on the most is the director, who is sitting across the scene waiting for you to begin with the performance. The director is your main manipulation point for the performance. So first off, you have to introduce yourself to the director first before starting the performance, and after doing so, the gig performance will be ready for you to perform.
Asbook, Kroba Segor. Espinal. Venoob soon. Genjil Shopa.
You are now ready to perform on the big stage. With the lower end gigs, you only have a few interactions that you have to do on the stage, and they are marked with the glowing white outline, which lets you know that you need to click on them in order to complete the entire gig. Each interaction really depends on your acting skill. If your acting skill is low, then you're gonna notice that every time you click on a prop, well, some of them are gonna suggest that your performance is gonna be risky. If you have a higher level of the acting skill, then you're gonna notice that there's a confidence boost for your performance. Your emotions also play a huge role with your performance, so make sure that your Sims are very confident when arriving to work.
Fala Shupti Prodi. Criffum Neeb. Hishanoi de Prodi. Criffum Neeb. Hishanoi be de Prodi. Yibs. Prodi de yes. Woo. Planapa. Ooh.
My Sim has now completed his performance, and you have probably noticed that he didn't reach the gold level of this event, and that's because we didn't do all of the small events before doing the performance, so that's why it's very important to do all the little things before the big performance. If you've completed all the tasks, then you can just choose to end your work shift early instead of waiting for the time that is left in your shift. What's different with the acting active career is the fact that, unlike with the Sims Get to Work, you can choose to stay in this neighborhood and roam around it. Completing each gig will give you a certain amount of promised simoleons as well as fame points that will help you level up in your fame. Once again, you can choose to stay in the neighborhood, but just remember, it's the lights out for the studio lot. Sims with the higher actor career level have an opportunity to choose from 4 different talent agencies. Each agency gives certain benefits and certain gigs that they have to offer. Here you can see a huge variety of different gigs that my Sim can choose, and that's because of the fact that my Sim is the level 8 of the actor career compared to the previous Sim, which was only level 1 of the actor career. Higher level actors get to choose from a variety of different teams of gigs that they can perform, but beware of the fact that it's gonna take some time to prepare for those tasks because they require requirements have changed and gone up. Specific prep tasks also may ask you to get in a specific emotional state and do certain interactions while in that emotional state. While being in a higher level of the actor career, you're gonna notice that there's a completely different set of objects on the studio lot, as well as a completely different set of tasks that you need to complete. The entire venue now looks more professional from the inside, and you can see that the green background, the green backdrop over there is huge compared to the previous one. And I really love the attention to detail when it comes to the break room in the corner, where they replaced pizza with an actual buffet table and an actual place for your Sims to sit down properly. All of your co-stars are now full-on professionals rehearsing their scenes in the rehearsal room and getting ready for that big performance. One of your tasks is also gonna be to rehearse for the performance. That's of course optional, you don't have to rehearse if you don't want to, but it's gonna help you with the performance of the entire event. You can also gossip on the set, socialize with your co-stars, joke with them, and a lot of new interactions that you can do on the set that will help you with the event depending on the tasks that you are given with. Once again, when you are ready for the big performance, just let your director know and you are gonna be directed to the interactions that you can do on the big stage. So there's a lot of interactions that you can do, a lot of tasks that you need to complete with the higher level of the actor career. A lot of them are very fun. The entire green screen background is very amazing with the higher level, and I just love the fact that there's a lot of Sims this time around on the stage. There's also a lot of visual effects that you can also manipulate if you want to, and here's a little secret: if you click on the green screen and the background, you can change the entire background including its visual effect, but more on that later. Now let's focus on the actual performance.
Ah, Bashna. Ha.
Yips.
Harshavu.
Neebs, Yoba, Yumpy, Wumba Boy.
Oh, Neeb, Doofka.
Whoas.
Gragafarb. Nargi Nilsout. Uh-huh. Fallaru? Sharnu?
Tengu.
Flammo! Oh!
Oh, Axum. Oh, Yabya. Oh, Kushinois. Oh, no, Tintu.
Thama?
Yes.
Lean. Chimala Vugrish. Ya.
Oh.
Arababa Kinja. Mafloki?
Oh,
Farsi? You again?
Oh.
So. Yes.
I'm not sure why, but the last interaction wasn't working. As much as I tried to click on the X which was going, it just wasn't working. I'm not sure if this is a glitch because this isn't the final software of the Sims 4 Get Famous, or is it because I haven't done something previously. But yeah, this is just a sneak peek at what you can do with the acting career when you reach the higher levels. You can also customize the set and choose your own green screen that you can see over here. So there are 7 different backdrops. This one is more of a San Myshuno. This kind of reminds me of the one from Windenburg. This one is a coastal area. This reminds me of The Sims Medieval. We have a western area. We have an area which reminds me of Del Sol Valley with the plane flying in the backdrop, and we have this ruin area as well. Higher level actors get to earn a lot of simoleons and a lot of fame points after completing their shift, so get out there and work on your acting skill. If you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content about the Sims 4 Get Famous expansion pack. Let me guys know what you think about the actor active career, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!